is a piece that John Sanders did with one of the hottest players on the Pittsburgh Spirit, Erhardt Kapp. So here's to John and Erhardt.
Thank you very much, John Paul. We are at halftime of the Spirit game with the Los Angeles Lasers, and my halftime guest is Erhardt Kapp, who has now been with the ball club a little over a year now, I guess, and he had a great game against Baltimore, the last game the Spirit played. You had 4 blocks in that game. One thing I'd like to point out is exactly what constitutes a blocked shot. I know that it has to be a shot that you as a defender block that would have been on goal, like a shot on goal. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's directly. If somebody's taken a shot and it would have gone onto the goal, and the goalkeeper would have had to make a save, and you block it, it's considered a block shot.
It means that every time that his body suffers a little damage doesn't necessarily mean you get credit for a block. You might get a bruise out of it, but not every time you block a ball it's a shot, right?
Oh, that's definite. A few times after the games you look at the stat sheet and all of a sudden you said, oh Jesus, my back took a hit or my leg took a hit, and all of a sudden you're not even credited with a block. But sometimes the statisticians are right and other times they're wrong.
I was going to say that's the one other thing that you really can't control. You go in different arenas and the statistician, the way they keep the stats can be different, can it?
Oh, definitely. Danny Cantor, who played with the Cosmos, in one game had 10 block shots, and then I called up some of the guys in the Cosmos and said, how can somebody have 10 block shots in one game? And they said, well, the statistician always looks at whoever blocked it, and if it's in doubt, they always give it to Danny Cantor, because he leads the league. So,
let's talk about your old team, the Cosmos, who are now out of business. It was a little bit of a surprise, I guess, to everybody, although we knew they hadn't been doing well on the field or at the gate.
Oh, definitely. I thought some investors or some people would come in and take over the financial woes of the club, but it seems like some of the people wanted control of it, and Giorgio Canali and Pepe Pinton really didn't want to give up that control. So now they're just going to play exhibition games over the summer, and consequently they pulled out of the MISL.
Also, the NASL is a situation now, you really don't know where they stand, and they've been such a big part of soccer in this country. Does this constitute maybe a change in the way the game of soccer is going to be played here?
Well, I think very much so. When I came into the NASL in 1980, everything was outdoors, 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 and now the trend, especially with the collegiate players and some of the younger players, is to go and play the indoor game because of the fan appeal towards it. But internationally still, you know, if you talk about anybody, it's the Cosmos. So they're the ones that have the name, and I think now, even still if they go on international tours, they'll still draw well because of the big international stars that they had.
Halftime guest has been Erhardt Kapp of the Pittsburgh Spirit. We'll be back to the Civic Arena, so stay with us. You're watching Pittsburgh Spirit.